Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I think I'm a couple of minutes late. I'm sorry, I had an issue setting the cameras up. So I am live on Instagram and I'm live on Facebook. So good morning to everybody who may be joining me here. My name's Victoria. I'm from Elysium Aesthetics Health and Wellbeing in North Norfolk. And I would like to talk to you this morning about using SPF and the importance of using SPF every single day, whether it's winter or summer or whether you're indoors or outside. The reason I want to talk about this is because 80 to 90% of all skin aging is caused by the UVA and UVB rays, and now we found out that the blue lights from using your screens can also cause skin aging. There are recommendations for using SPF, and the World Health Organization suggests that we apply SPF every 3 hours. What we do need to do is ensure that we apply it at least every day, whether we're inside or outside. So UVA and UVBs are rays caused by the sun. The UVA rays are the ones that get deep into the dermal layer of the skin, so they penetrate much deeper into the skin than the UVB rays. The problem with that is UVA rays can cause skin damage and premature skin aging, which is what gives us the older look. The other issue is the blue light emitted from our phones and devices and from the television. Now, one issue with blue light is that if you are using your screens overnight, it can also interrupt the circadian rhythm of your skin. So your skin, as in every other part of your body, is affected by your sleep and lack of sleep. So if you're interrupting your circadian rhythm, your skin can increase its production, so that can increase aging quicker than you want it to. So what else can I say about tanning and SPF and UVA and UVB? When you tan, your skin releases melanin, which causes the look of the tan, and the reason we tan is so that your skin protects itself from further damage from the UV and blue light. In as much as it's nice to have a tan, actually it signifies that you have some damage to your skin. And every time you sunburn, it increases the risk of DNA damage to the cells, which can then lead to skin cancer. And we obviously need to protect ourselves from that. If you have a fair skin type, so if you're type 1 or 2, these are blonde and redheads, you are more likely to have damage to your skin over time for the more sun exposure that you have. So SPF, you have different grades of SPF. You have SPF 10 up to SPF 50. And what you need to work out is how quick you burn when you go into the sun. So if you go outside with no SPF on and you burn within 10 minutes, your SPF factor must be a minimum, a very minimum of 10. And I would never suggest anybody uses 10, but that enables you, if you put SPF 10 on to your skin and you know you burn within 10 minutes, you can then be in the sun for 100 minutes. You times it by 10. So really, the stronger the SPF, the more protection you have. So I use SPF 50 in most of my skin care regimes, and I use the Illumia range because they are free from chemicals. Now, you don't need to use SPF all the time overnight just because you're using your screen, for example. So if you're using your screen at night, as long as you're using your home skincare regime and you're preventing free radical damage, so the way to protect free radical damage is to be using your vitamin C and vitamin E creams. So you don't need SPF when you're in bed looking at your screen, but you do need to have the home care regime that's protecting your skin all the time and mopping up the free radicals in addition to the SPF that you use during the day. What else would I like to say about the skin? Now, I was reading some interesting research last night about telomeres. So there's been research about telomeres over the years that have suggested that we need to keep our telomeres in our skin long. Telomeres are part of the DNA and the deep layer of the skin. So when you're exposed to UVA, UVB and blue lights, what happens is the UVA rays get deep in the skin, the blue rays also get deep in the skin, and they damage the collagen and elastin in the skin. But also what happens as they get damaged is the telomeres shorten. When telomeres shorten, aging increases quicker. But what we don't want, we do need the telomeres to shorten because that also has a preventative effect on cancer, which is what this new research has shown. But we don't want them to shorten prematurely. So we want to keep them as long as possible, for as long as possible, but also we need to age as well, but we don't want to age quickly. So what we're trying to do is to prevent premature aging. I hope this is making sense for everybody. So the other thing that we could talk about is preventing, oh, my phone went dark. The other thing we can talk about is preventing eye damage from blue lights, and the way to do that, in addition to protecting the skin, is to use the yellow lights on the phone. So use your nighttime mode, but you can use it all of the time on your phone. Okay, now let's talk about SPFs that I use in my clinic. So Illumia, this is my particular SPF that I use in my home skincare regime. This is untinted broad spectrum SPF 40, and on top of this I use Colour Essence mineral makeup. Now I use Illumia because it is scientific in its makeup. It is dermatologically developed, and it has no chemicals in it. So these SPFs have titanium dioxide, and that causes a physical filter. So the UV and the blue lights cannot physically get through that onto your skin. So they're a powerful broad spectrum UVA and UVB protector. They contain physical filters, which is the zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, free from chemical filters, free from parabens. You can swim in Hawaii with these. You can go to the Maldives with these. They do not damage the sea at all. The other broad spectrum SPFs I have here are the Moisture Matte, which are wonderful. These ones are tinted, and you actually have to release the tint by putting it on your skin, and then it comes out white, and then as you manipulate it, keep manipulating it because I've got some hand cream on, and gradually it changes colour. Now I use this for my going out makeup really. It gives you a really nice matte finish, and the more you manipulate it, the nicer and smoother the colour gets, and I absolutely love it. So Moisture Matte is a SPF 40, and it comes in 60 mils. It again prevents UVA and UVB rays getting into the skin. And the other one I have that I don't have a sample of is the Clear Shield, and the Clear Shield is really good for people who suffer with acne, rosacea, or have a particularly oily complexion. It has sodium hyaluronate in it, and it has... Now there was something else that I did want to say about this, and I think I actually did cover it. The eye protection, yeah, so make sure your phones are on yellow, make sure you use your SPF, make sure you apply it regularly. I don't know why Instagram keeps going dark on me. And of course the other thing to think about with your skin health and protection from UVA and UVB and keeping your telomeres long for as long as possible is your nutrition, hydration, and really looking at what you're putting in your body, because everything that you put in your body obviously comes out in your skin. So any questions about SPF, about using your phone safely, about using your anti-inflammatory ingredients in your products, so vitamin C, vitamin E, keeping all of your hydration in your skin, and keeping your whole body protected from UVA and UVB rays to keep you looking as young as possible and feeling as good as possible. Okay, right, any questions, drop me a comment below, send me an email anytime. Hi Viv, thanks for joining us. Okay, hi Teresa, thanks for coming along. So any questions?